Good evening. Today marks the end of your journey in instructional leadership, and I just have a few things to go over with you and a few reminders for next week. And then when all of your assignments are in, I'm sure that you will all be ready to really get into your summer break. I'm going to start by just letting you know, I'm sure that most of you saw my email that had a link to your rubric for your philosophy, leadership philosophy paper. When I went in to grade those on Blackboard, there was no rubric, so I copied that into a link for each of you. On that piece, it only gives you your points. I have placed my feedback on Blackboard itself, so if you want to go in and pull that down, that will give you my thinking and my comments so that you can better understand your scores. So if you have any questions about that, please feel free to let me know. This week under assignments, you only have one video to watch. This is a short 12-minute TED Talk by Simon Sinek. You've watched him previously. This video was recorded in 2014 and is entitled Why Good Leaders Make You Feel Safe. So I'm sure, as always, you'll enjoy his video. I did place one additional item in there for your use. It says right on there, optional. You have no responsibilities to engage with this document, but I ran across it in my office last week and I thought it might be interesting for you. It's Marzano, Robert Marzano, whose work I really admire, and it talks about 21 responsibilities of leaders. And this was something we used in an activity where we identified 4 of our strengths and 4 of our challenges. So I placed this on Blackboard for your reference. You might even use it in your discussion board response that I'm going to discuss in a moment. Or you might just tuck it in with your resources. I hope you're saving all of your resources across your program that might come in handy as you work on your capstone or even to tie in with other courses that you take. So again, there's no requirement for that document. I just put it there because I liked it and I thought it was interesting and possibly helpful. So for discussion board this week, you are being asked to write in 1 or 2 paragraphs your philosophy of leadership statement, which relates to your current instructional setting. Draw on content learning from this course to develop your statement. Reflect on any other ideas you would like to voice as it relates to your personal leadership roles. So make sure that you're using the materials that you've come across in this program, whether it's videos, readings, chapters, articles, some of the movie clips, whatever you want to use, but they really want you to make a connection there. Some of this seems like it might be related to the paper you just finished, so you might want to take a piece out of that paper and draw on that a little bit. The other discussion, that discussion board entry is due on Friday. And the reason it's due on Friday and not on, well, usually, yes, your comments are due on, usually on, your entries due on Thursday, your comments have to be in by Friday. For this week, I would like you to just get that entry in on Friday because we have to close out grades by Sunday. For the article, the second discussion board entry is going to be your article movie review presentation. I believe almost all of you, all the groups did a movie. That movie presentation, both the PowerPoint or Google Slides or Prezi, however you chose to present this, that and the written component to that need to be uploaded to discussion board by Wednesday. The reason that you need to do that by Wednesday is you must provide 2 groups with feedback by Friday. So I will be closing off grades by Friday. If you are missing any assignments, please get them into me by Friday. If you need one extra day, shoot me an email, but I have to have grades in, usually by Sunday. So I don't want to leave things until the end either. Your last assignment, which you've been working on as a group for a couple of weeks, is that assignment, the movie review presentation that I just mentioned. And very briefly, I want to go over the components that are on the rubric. Please remember that I score only by what the rubric states. So you are being asked to provide a written summary of the movie's main points and theme. You are to provide a written application of the movie's theme to Educational Leadership Today, and a presentation of the movie's main points and themes. So I believe as I've read through this, those two bullets, 2 and 3, seem very similar. I would say that you probably are elaborating a little more on the main points and discussing them in a little more detail. I'm sorry, points 1 and 3, the summary of the main points and theme, and then how you present those using good transitions and including a conclusion. Then you have the multimedia presentation of the movie's themes as it relates to educational leadership today. They really want you to be sure to include video clips, graphics, relevant pictures, anything that is going to catch the watcher's eye. So be creative in here. What I really want to emphasize is it says in there to use the notes section to elaborate on the content. I don't know about a notes section for Prezi, but I know in both Google Slides and PowerPoint, they have a section where you put your notes to yourself as if you were presenting this. The reason they want you to do this is because you need to get in the habit, if you are not already, to using a multimedia presentation as a important points to bring up. Do not put all of your information onto your slides themselves. So think of it as talking points. Your slides are your talking points. And then what you would be saying about these talking points is the information that would go into your notes section. So this makes a much more engaging presentation. In our face-to-face classes, we have to really practice this skill because a lot of us are maybe have not been used to using those kinds of presentation skills and tend to put all of our information on the slides and then read them to our audience. And that's not the point of a multimedia presentation. So please make sure that if you've put too much information onto your slides, kind of paste it into the notes section and use your slides as simply a marker for a topic or someplace where you've inserted some visuals that you're going to discuss in your presentation. So I think that that is about all I have to say to you this week. I want to wish all of you a wonderful, restful summer break and a successful journey through the rest of your program. If you ever have any concerns or if there's any way that I can help any of you, I would be happy to do so. So please feel free at any time to call or email me. And have a great summer. And I've enjoyed working with all of you this term.